Gentlemen, what's going on? In this video, I've had a few requests to do on the M3s, the SMG versus DCT transmission training. Okay, most of you guys already know it's single clutch versus double clutch automated manual. The one in the E46 is it's pretty much the manual transmission, less the gears and the clutch pedal. The computer switches the gears and there's no clutch pedal. It's mostly done through the M3's computerized system. It takes care of everything. It's very jerky, not very refined. Like, one of the flaws that most people don't talk about in the SMG is if you're on any kind of hilled surface, you're gonna roll forwards and backwards as soon as you take your foot off the brake. Now they do have an override for it, which is, it's kind of retarded the way BMW did it at the time, but I guess that's what they were working with in 2001. But you would pull both the paddles back and it would basically create clutch friction so the car wouldn't roll forwards or backwards, which was effective, but it was just a hassle. Like, you know, you'd take your foot off the brake and then you had to, I think, put your foot on the gas and pull the paddles back. So it wasn't very useful, let's put it that way. There's many times where I had the car roll back or forward on me when I didn't want it to, when I had my E46, which is a pain in the butt. So not very efficient. The other thing with the SMG is the shifts are a little bit harder than the DCT. I found personally, from my experience, when you put it in the fastest shifting mode. Typically single clutch automated manuals are lighter than a double clutch automated manual, just because it's a lighter transmission package. It's less complicated. There's not two clutch packages together. Basically, the way the DCT works, I'll go over it again, I might have mentioned this before, but you've got your odd gears in one package and your even gears in the other package. So it might be, you know, 1, 3, 5, and 7 in one pack, and then 2, 4, and then 6 in the other pack. And the way that they would basically do is they would link up like this. So when it's in first gear, it would basically preload the clutch into second gear, and second gear would preload into third, and so on and so forth, until you got through all the gears. Those are really the biggest differences. You know, the DCT transmission in the E9X series M3s forward, it was a significant improvement over the SMG models. Much smoother, more refined, faster, better fuel economy. Like, everything improves a small margin of a percent with M3 in every generation. It just does. You know, there's quirks and qualms to every model that they've put out, but it should be noted, and I mentioned this, that the SMG is not that desirable, especially for resale value. There's complaints of owners from pumps, SMG pumps failing, and other components costing a considerable amount of money, which owners believe they wouldn't have to suffer the consequences of if they were shifting the car themselves and not relying on the computer. So those are your biggest differences, guys. Again, the DCT and the E9X M3s was a brand new transmission, and it does not use the same ratios as a 6-speed manual. As mentioned, it's a 7-speed, so it uses a completely different transmission over the 6-speed manual, unlike the E46, which is basically the exact same transmission, same ratios, same gearing, everything. It's just the computer handled the gearing and the shifting. That's it. Those are really your biggest differences. You got any other questions, leave a comment below. Of course, browse the channel, lots of other good stuff. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.